Sometimes your bourbon collection needs a little spring cleaning. That's what we're doing today. Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we are going to talk about stuff that we don't drink anymore.
Bourbons. Whiskeys.
We are a bourbon channel, so bourbons, whiskeys.
Bourbons.
Mostly bourbons.
Bourbons.
Yeah.
We'll go with bourbons.
We'll go with bourbons.
So, wide variety of reasons why we don't drink these bourbons anymore. Some of them honestly just fall out of rotation for us. And, you know, we start drinking new stuff, so we don't drink those. Some of them, you know, they just don't turn out to be good anymore.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different reasons to that.
Yep.
And then the other thing is, and let's just be honest with you, they're just not good. You know, like you buy them and you kind of try them at first.
There is that.
And then they're a little funky maybe.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it's actually not that great.
Yep.
So
True.
You want to start or you want me to?
Yeah, I'll start. My first one. And again, you all know our love for Jack Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
This just happens to be one that I don't really drink much anymore. There are things that I like better. This has always been a mixer for me. Not really one that I would just...
I like that. I think it's pretty decent.
It is decent, but I just don't drink it anymore.
Proof,
Matter of fact, someone gifted that to me, and I've yet to open it. I don't know that
Sure.
I will open it. Yeah, it's not been open. Well, maybe it has been. I don't know. It looks like it hasn't. Maybe one drink out of it. Maybe I opened it because it was a gift. I can't remember. So anyway, whatever it is, I just generally don't drink this. If I'm mixing something, it's usually like Evan Williams Bottle and Bond.
Mm-hmm.
Or actually, I've been mixing with some Woodford Double Oak actually a lot. So
okay.
Yeah. I have like 3 bottles of Woodford Double Oak that I'm just kind of like, I could make some room for something else. So I'll just start making my old fashions with Double Oak. So anyway, there's nothing wrong with this.
I learned something new every video with you.
There's nothing wrong with this. It's good. I just don't drink it anymore.
All right. So my first bottle is going to be Town Branch. Now, most of y'all wouldn't know this. I think I've said this maybe a couple times. I think this was like the first bottle you and I bonded over.
It really was.
I think I was like, hey, I'm gonna have like a Jack and Coke, and I don't have any Jack Daniels, so I poured some of this.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
And then you started down the journey.
I did.
These actually, I used to really enjoy mixing these. I don't know what happened with Town Branch. Because I used to think it was halfway decent at one point in time.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they were sourcing or whatever, but now it's not any good. And it's always been like an 80 proofer. This one is. They have different ones.
Yeah, they do have different ones.
But I love the bottle design. First off, I love the square bottle.
Yep.
I love the map of Lexington. I love the whole layout of everything about it. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me and my palate maturing, maybe. I don't know. But whatever it used to be.
Because he is so mature.
But whatever it used to be, that love affair is not there anymore.
Yeah. No, it's definitely not. All right, my next one is, again, I'm like 2 of our distilleries that we really love.
Mm-hmm.
This is Long Branch by Wild Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
This is not good. Now, I know Matthew McConaughey and all that stuff was part of it, but it is generally just not enjoyable.
This
was a gift, and so I felt obligated to drink it. That's why there's this much gone.
He's a good friend.
But I just couldn't keep drinking it.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say.
Yeah. You don't really need to say much.
I tried it when it first came out, and I thought to myself, like, it's Texas whiskey without trying to be Texas whiskey, but you get the worst parts of Texas whiskey I don't like.
Yeah, it's just not enjoyable.
I should probably like reapproach it at some point in time because I haven't had it in a while, but yeah.
I haven't had it in a while either, so.
Next one. And this one makes me kind of sad whenever I was looking at it, but I was like, I opened this bottle up a long time ago, and I haven't touched it since I opened it. And it's not because it's Yellowstone. I think it's
the
Meyer pick. Yeah.
No, that Meyer pick is good.
And I went through, like, I had a case of them at one point in time, and I loved them. And this is the last one of, maybe one of, like, my last 2 Meyer picks. But it's like, I went through, and I was like, I haven't had, like, one of the higher proof Yellowstone picks in a long time. And I just quit drinking them. And it's not really because, like, I dislike them. Like, I even tried it. Like, it's still great. There's other things around that proof I like, you know, been killing that Wild Turkey 101 12 year. It's
not
like,
the Wild Turkey.
Not the Long Branch. Destroying that Bardstown Origins.
Yeah.
You know, it's like going through all these bottles. And I was like, that's why I don't drink this. That's why I don't drink that. And I was just like, I just don't drink anymore. I drink the 93 proofer way more than I drink that.
I actually do drink on this still.
I don't drink
I enjoy it. I do enjoy it because I have a Meyer pick.
They're good.
Yeah.
They are good. It's not that they're bad. They're really good. It's just, you realize, like, when you're going through there, it's like, wow, you just don't drink it anymore.
Yeah. It happens. My next one is, I think they pronounce this Rowan Creek because Rowan County, but I call it Rowan's Creek because my son's name is Rowan, spelled the exact same way. I bought this bottle when I got into bourbon as just kind of like
He didn't ask me.
As just kind of like on his birthday, I'd drink it. But I've noticed on the last 3 birthdays, I have not drank this because it is not good. And as much as I love my son, I don't have to subject myself to crappy bourbon.
I think you should save it for him. Just like save it and give it to him.
I'm not getting rid of it because it does have a little bit of, even though it's terrible bourbon, it has a little bit of sentimental value because this is when I first got into bourbon. And I grabbed it because it was his name.
Mistakes were made.
Yeah, mistakes are always made, specifically by me. So it's just terrible and not good and rotten all around. So it's not rotten. It's just not good. So
yeah, it's not great. Talking about stuff that's not great. Jefferson's Ocean. Now, I kind of go back a little bit to whenever I was like first getting into bourbon. I finally got some Jefferson's. I don't know why I bought it. I just bought it. And I was like, man, this stuff's really good.
Mm-hmm.
And back in the day, I got people that would drink it. And I think it was source stuff at the time. I don't recall. I didn't do any research looking into it. And this is actually the only Jefferson bottle I have left. I thought I had some other ones. So this is why I just picked the Voyage. Or the Ocean, whatever it's called. Oceans? Yeah, Ocean. Yeah, whatever. Jefferson's to me is somebody, you know, because now it's all their own stuff.
Yeah.
And Bellmead to me is another company that they went to. Now it's all Nelson County or whatever they're calling it. Like they have all this great stuff when they start sourcing. And then they get rid of all their MGP and now their own stuff comes up and it's like, it's just not as good.
Yeah, it happens.
And that's just how it goes. And there's a lot of startups. And that's why MGP is important. And that's why MGP, and there's other people, Luxro, Barton, all these other major companies that source. I get all of that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, there are companies, in my opinion, that kind of suffer from that, from making their own stuff.
Yeah.
And if they were one of them that switched or whatever they did, they were one of them that suffered.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
I just had a thought in my mind and I can't say it, so we'll just
let it go. That.
We'll let it go at that. This is another one for me. Broken Barrel. I don't drink it anymore. Not that it's terrible, because actually, I don't. There's a lot of Broken Barrel that's not good. This one happens to be pretty decent. It's 116 proof. I don't hate this one. There are others that I don't like at all, but this one is not bad. But I find myself not drinking anymore because there are other things that are way better in the 116 range, and I just haven't I've had this for probably 3 years, and it's been this low for 2.5 of them, and I've not drank any more.
I don't think anybody can see that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. There it is. It's that low, and it's been that low for 2.5 years. I just haven't drank on this in 2 years probably, and so nothing against Broken Barrel, and I don't know if they sourced and they're doing their own stuff now. I'm not sure. They're out of California, aren't they?
I bet you they're sourcing.
Yeah, but whatever it is, this one's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. I just don't drink it anymore. And the new stuff that I've tried from them, I just didn't like anyway. So,
This one pains me a lot. This one actually like really hurt whenever I saw it. A Sagamore Rye double oak.
I do like that.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's great stuff. But again, this comes back to whenever there's stuff you don't drink anymore, I try to go back and I'm like his bottle had dust on it, which just has a little dust on it from where I just hadn't touched it in a while. Because it was in my daily rotation.
Yeah. And
just fell off. And then like I just quit drinking it. And as I'm sitting there looking at it, I'm like, why did I quit drinking it? I was like, honestly, it just comes back to if I'm going to drink a rye anymore, honestly, I'm drinking Old Foe 100 proof rye. Or I'm drinking the Big Brother Cask Strength from Sagamore. Like those are basically the two ryes I predominantly drink.
That Sagamore Cask Strength is on another level.
It's awesome. Yeah. It's money. But both those two are great ryes. And would you shut up? But for whatever reason, this falls out. And I think this is still a really great product. But it's just amazing. Like whenever I went through and started doing this exercise, like trying to figure out this video, like why did I quit drinking stuff? And just like, I just narrowed it down. Yeah. That's all I did.
Yeah. Understand. Do you want to do these at the same time?
Yeah. So don't you have to do another one?
Yeah. You want to do these at the same time?
Oh, yeah. I guess this would be our
these are our last ones.
Yeah.
So we both have a straight bourbon from Nulu on it.
Yeah.
Two for much different reasons. Mine because this might be the worst bourbon outside of the Rowan's Creek that I have in my collection. I open this and try to drink it 3 or 4 different times, and every single time I drank it, I turned my nose up, and it made me do the shake like I didn't enjoy it, and I just
shakes.
I was like, whoa, gosh, no, that's just not good. And so I just have sat this on the shelf and just refused to do anything with it.
So Dave made me try his because we got to experience each other's Nulu's experience, right?
Yeah.
And so I try his, and I agree. Like I was telling him, it's like a really like mildewy coffee bean note that it wasn't. In my opinion, it
like coffee beans wrapped up in a really wet rag that had sat out for like 7 days.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
It's just not good.
But as I was telling him, I said, honestly, my experience with Nulu and my reasoning for putting Nulu on this list is totally different. So I'll let him try this one. This is a Justin's House of Bourbon pick. To me, this is like a very sweet Hawaiian roll.
Yeah, it's good.
And it's really good. Yeah. Like they did a great job with this. Justin's House of Bourbon did. Nulu
they did. Great job.
It's a really great bottle. What is...
So this is yours now. I'll take this one home and I'll start drinking on that one.
Fair enough. Here's my problem with Nulu. Is Nulu, like, so I got this bottle, like I was telling him, I said, I think I got this bottle like 2.5, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Like this bottle's older.
Yeah.
And I said, whenever I got it then, it was like $60.
Yeah.
I think whenever I got it. And that was a little pricey, but it wasn't crazy bad. But now, like, you see them at like,
Nulu is expensive. Yeah, Nulu has gotten like expensive.
And it's like the cheapest ones are like 80 to 90, and like some of the more standard ones are like 110. And I'm like, that's just too expensive. Like, it's priced themselves out. Like, even if they are good bottles,
yeah, it's not premium.
It's priced itself out. Yeah. And where I've complained before about like Russell single barrels being like $90 now,
I'd take a Russell single barrel
of course
all day.
But what I'm saying is like even if it's a really good bottle, like even this being like as good as what it is, I wouldn't pay $110 for it.
No, absolutely not. I wouldn't even pay $5 for that. And I paid $70 for this.
Yeah, that wouldn't sound good.
Mistakes happen.
Yeah,
they just really do. Well, tell us what's on your I'm not drinking anymore list, because I would love to hear what you all aren't drinking and what you for whatever reason, why you're not drinking it or whatever. So until next time,
we'll see you.
We'll see you.